I want to welcome all of you in to the NBC Sports Studios here at Levi's Stadium. Laura Britt alongside Jeff Garcia, Dante Whitner, the familiar faces here on NBC Sports Bay Area. And gentlemen, the lights are bright yet again.
What is Eric Armstead like in this locker room? Because there are so many dominating personalities on the defense. Some guys that are a little bit more reserved kind of fall in the shadows of a guy like Quan Alexander or Richard Sherman.
He's kind of one of those quiet workers. He just does his job.
How important is it for a quarterback, for Jimmy Garoppolo, to be able to have the run game and the run support that he has from this stable of running backs?
Very impressive performance from the Niners defense. But there were some moments, and granted, Russell Wilson is playing at an MVP caliber level. But Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson have some similarities. And there were some moments that the 49ers defense let Russell Wilson get away from them. Take us through what you were seeing in some of your studies looking back at the film against the Seahawks.
Steve, before we let you go, where do you think the future stands for this team? What do you think the future holds?
This is a young team.
Because the A's come back and they rally in the eighth.
Well, you know what that means, right? That means I have to bring him back tomorrow.
Exactly. And the next day.
And the next day.
And the next day.
What
and
say,
the next
King?
day.
Hey, King.
King Louie, the A's rally dog. The cutest rally dog of all time.
A little salsa?
Right, there we go.
Who knew? I was going to come to Miami, get a little salsa. I need sparkles. How do I not have sparkles?
Niners team has gotten off to an 8-0 start. It's the first time since that 1990 season that that's happened for the 49ers. You obviously were a part of that team. You guys were going for the three-peat. You fall in the NFC Championship game to the Giants. How do you compare this squad to that 1990 team that you were a part of?
You know, it's really hard to compare the two teams, but
Jimmy G has a new favorite target in Emmanuel Sanders. He's been with the team for a few weeks now. He's had high praise for the 49ers from the front office all the way to the locker room. Were you surprised at all at how quickly he was able to fit into Shanahan's system, but also into this locker room?
No, Sanders is a veteran.
You guys have been through the trenches. You had a tough season last year to start this season 4-0. What's that locker room like?
It's cloud nine right now, you know, but at the same time, we got to stay grounded because 4-0 means nothing, you know. It doesn't put us in the playoffs yet. So we still got to work every week to get where we want to get to.
I want to talk Richard Sherman and the secondary that the 49ers have put together this season. It's been impressive, the leadership that Richard Sherman brings to this team. How important is that?
G has the highest winning percentage among all starting quarterbacks in the NFL. So he's chipping away, getting things done, and proving that he hopes to be the franchise quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers.
Your offense puts up 51 points on the Panthers. Tell us a little bit about how it's been having Emmanuel Sanders come into the locker room and what kind of threat he is, and take a little bit of pressure off of you, my man.
I mean, E-Man's been absolutely incredible.
So I found some friends. The Harlem Globetrotters. I all of a sudden got really cool, but we came to Stanford Children's, and we're on Smile Patrol. Smile Patrol. Let's go make some kids smile. Let's go. Come on. What does it mean to you to be able to go in these rooms and see these kids?
It's very special.
Dante, it is prime time again for the San Francisco 49ers. It's their fourth prime time game this season, their third in just 4 weeks.
The 2016 season has not been kind to some well-known starters. Guys like Chris Archer, Matt Harvey, and Zach Greinke have been lacking that wow factor. I'm joined by our 120 Sports MLB analyst, Danny Graves. He's here to break it all down. And Danny, we're used to seeing consistent pitching from these three guys especially. Do they get a pass because it's so early in the season and because they have proven track record?
All right, and the run game got shut down completely against the Seattle Seahawks. How can they make sure that does not happen against the Arizona Cardinals?
Well, you're going to see a lot of 8-man boxes now.
Here's a look at how the top sports trends are stacking up on Twitter right now throughout the show. I'll be keeping you updated on that, but I want you to take a look at the mentions for Barcelona. 1.7 million. They had an unbelievable comeback win today.
That scared me.
I really do got to focus here.
Okay, this is important. Don't be all talk.
There we go. There we go.
Oh my goodness.
There we go.
Well, she's from the country. They play this in the country.
Hey.
She's been